Hello and welcome to Season 1, Episode 7 of Forza FGR. My name is Joe, also known as Mr. Sweeperkeeper, and on today's episode we are away at Morecambe, who are right down towards the bottom end of League 2, down in 23rd in the relegation zone, 5 points away from safety. Since you were last with me, it's been all change at Forest Green Rovers. We'll start with the transfers I've made. If we sort them by date, we'll see we've been fairly active in January. I think I forgot to introduce Aaron Phillips to you in the last episode. He is a 24-year-old right back that we signed for £76,000 from Northampton. He looks very, very good. 4-star current and potential ability. He's got the potential to play in League 1 in the future, so hopefully if we do go up this season, which we made a minor miracle for, he'll be in the squad playing well for us. And as we have changed to a 4-2-3-1 formation, as you can see here, we had to bring in someone who can play attacking midfielder. Danny Phillips could play there, but he's not really first choice. We want someone who's decent. Of course, we know that Premier League teams have a lot of attacking midfielders available for loan, Championship teams as well, and Harry McCurdy is just that, a 20-year-old Scottish central attacking midfielder on loan from Aston Villa. He's got potential. He's got 3-star current ability. He's well suited to League 2, so he's come in till the end of the season. Also here till the end of the season are two players from Leicester. We've got Leighton Ndukwu, who is both a left and a right winger. He's going to be playing on the left-hand side for us most of the time, it seems. He's got 3-star ability. He's also looking very good. And Admiral Musquet, a 19-year-old striker. He's got very good current and potential ability too. And he's going to be fighting with Phyllis Cook and Deutsch for that lone striker role now. It's a shame because we do have plenty of strikers to put up there, but I feel like this is a good formation for us to go to. You'll see from if we look at the schedule and form since you were last with me, we've had a draw, 2 losses and 2 wins, so it's still a bit mixed, but I feel like this might be a bit more solid. 3-0 against Stevenage was a bit disappointing, but they are towards the top end of the league. So hopefully it'll work for us today. If not, I might have to go back to the drawing board once again and try and decide what might be best for us. So this is the team we've got for us today. Although before we do that, let's just see where we are. We are 13th in the league. We are now 8 points off the playoffs. So it's looking unlikely, but there's still like 13 matches to go. You never know what could happen. It depends if this formation does work for us, if this tactic does work for us. So yeah, let's get back to looking at the team. We've got Brad Collins in goal, still with Aaron Phillips, Alex Iacovitti, Manny Month and Dan Wishart the back four. Osborne and McDonnell are the 2 midfielders. They're 2 of our best ones. Isaiah Osborne especially is great in that ball-winning midfielder role, so he's going to be starting. Marsh Brown continues on the right-hand side as attacking midfielder. Ndukwu on the left-hand side. McCurdy in the hole with Musquet up top. In the last match, I believe Ndukwu and Musquet both got the goals, which is always, or it might have been the last match. It wasn't the last match. It was the Newport game. They both got goals, both the Leicester loanees. So fingers crossed they'll continue the promising form they have shown. We are a bit inconsistent. That is the best way to put it, really. But I'm hoping today against a team like Morecambe, even though it is away from home, we can get something out of it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start looking at a 3-5-2. Plenty of options out there, of course, but it's finding the right one for us. But because the transfer window is now over, we can't bring anyone else in, so got hope that we've done more or less the right thing. What formation they're playing? They're also playing 4-2-3-1. So it's like they're playing counter, we're playing standard. Maybe we'll have to change that up and go control at some point if they're going to be playing counter. But we'll stick on standard as we start for now. And hopefully climb up the right way. It is a shame that we got knocked out of the playoffs, or not knocked out, but knocked out of the playoff positions at least. But I guess that's how it goes sometimes. All we can do really is, like I said, we've changed up the tactic. We've brought in a few new players that look good, and fingers crossed it'll pay off for us. Here, McCurdy whips in the corner, headed away by their defender, and Osborne is chasing after it there. And he's running down the wing into McCurdy, into Musquet, who's on the edge of the area, into Marsh Brown on the right-hand side of the box, back to Osborne, and Osborne lets shoot. What a fantastic strike that was. And within 8 minutes, Isaiah Osborne, who I said liked that ball-winning midfielder, who has 4.5-star current ability when he's playing there, he's let fly with a fantastic strike. It's into the back of the net. It's a lovely play around their box. We don't get in, it's not a goal-mouth scramble, but it's playing around the edge, frustrating their defenders with all the players who've got inside it, expecting us to go like that. But instead, Marsh Brown lets it off to Osborne, who fires it straight past one of their defenders. The goalkeeper, once again, like we see quite a lot in FM Touch 18, seems to do very little. Perhaps his view was once again restricted by his defender. But the point is, we are 1-0 up after just 9 minutes, and hopefully this is going to be another goal for us and not an equaliser for them, because I am sick and tired of having immediate equaliser from the other team. We saw that in the last episode. But it's looking good for now. Osborne's got it again. Forward to Mousquet. Mousquet holds it up and plays in McCurdy. McCurdy fires, and it's nicely collected by their goalkeeper. An ambitious strike, but I mean, at least he got it on target. That's all you can ask for, really. I've been a little less impressed if it had gone straight over the bar. And now McGurk is through. This is going to be an immediate equaliser. It is not. McGurk shoots it over the bar. That was close. And I don't know if you can notice, but I said before about in FM Touch 18 about the rendering of the stadiums being a bit off. In the previous games, playing in lower league, it looked like a lower league stadium. But we're seeing here, we've got rendering Morecambe's ground, which I'm fairly sure is one of the smallest in League 2, as having 2-tier stands. I mean, it's nothing major. It's not going to stop me playing the game, but it is a bit of an interesting decision by Sports Interactive. Apparently we're having shots from long range, my assistant manager says, so we're going to change that up. We've got quality to get the ball in and have shots. I mean, I know Osborne shot was from long range and it went in, but I mean, we also saw McCurdy's get saved. So I mean, we definitely got the quality to take short range shots as well, and we could definitely what's the word? I don't know. Definitely take advantage of that. Is what I was looking for. It's almost like I don't speak English. So that's what we ought to do going forward, I believe. Where are we in the league then? What does that do to us? It moves us up into 11th for now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We are now only 5 points outside the playoffs. So like I said, it's still possible, especially if we play like this in the next few matches. I mean, I know we're playing lower opposition down in the relegation zone, but still. Nevertheless, 3 points, 3 points. And Musquets played it in here, and he just knocks it a bit far wide. That was a lot closer opportunity once again. Obviously, making that change was partially beneficial. The corner's come in now, it's headed away, but Musquet's going to pick it up after the header from the Morecambe defender into McDonald. And McDonald plays it into McCurdy. He's got a lot of space there into Ndukwu. Ndukwu saved, and Musquet gets on the rebound. He's proving that he deserves that starting place despite only just coming in on loan. Even though Christian Doige is still our top scorer, Musquet in with his second goal in 3 games. And it's good to see, and Ndukwu, I believe, was also involved in that, getting the initial shot with Musquet on the rebound. As you can see, McCurdy here in acres of space, plays it into Ndukwu. He lets go. The goalkeeper makes a good save, but Musquet is in fantastic position to knock in the rebound, and we're 2-0 up after half an hour. Exactly what I want to see. The two Leicester loanees linking up once more to get the goal, and it's looking very peachy for us at the moment. As you can see there, 5 points off you from the playoffs. So you'd like to think, I mean, if we won our next game and one of those lost, we could move up to 10th or 9th. We've moved down to 11th now. Where was 11th? I can't remember. The point is, the gap now has been closed, at least that's what we want to see. And Morecambe's got a corner here, headed, cleared by McCurdy for a throw-in, and that's the end of the highlight. An interesting highlight. I see McCurdy getting involved in the defensive side of the game. He's on a 7.3 today. He's looking like he's playing well. And you can see there, 10 shots, 5 on target for us, 3 and none for them. They've now got a player going off injured. So we're definitely having the best of the luck today, not to mention showing that we've got better quality too. And Ndukwu only on 59%. I don't know if he's taken a knock. I haven't seen anything saying it. Maybe I've missed it, but he might have to come off at half-time, which is a shame, because like I said, he did well to get involved in that goal, which Musquet tapped in the rebound for, but I don't think he's going to be able to carry on for the second half. It's 64%. Obviously, given that he's going back up, I expect he did take a knock, but maybe it's a better idea to take him off. 68% going into the second half. We want to have as fresh legs as possible, really. So Phyllis Kirk's played in that inside forward role. He did for the first few games of the season until we brought in, or until we I can't remember. When did we do it at the start of the season? I don't know, but he has played there before. So we will bring. Oh yeah, when we started off with the 4-1-2-3, I believe it was, with basically the 4-3-3. That didn't. I mean, I know we didn't win many games. In fact, we didn't win any games for that. But the point is, he can play there. Moose into the box already now in the second half. Squares it to Phyllis Kirk, who's shown no boss. I can play in that left inside forward role. I'm going to prove it to you by getting a goal after 25 seconds of the second half, and that is nicely worked indeed. Phyllis Kirk, you can see there, plays Marsh Brown in with the ball. He puts it forward to Mousquet. Mousquet gets into plenty of space ahead of the defenders, squares it to Phyllis Kirk, who is of course onside behind him, and it's just a tap in. Completely amazing sweaty goal there, confusing the hell out of the goalkeeper, and it's paid off because we're 3-0 up coming into the second half. And like I said, that's a good place to be, a very good place to be indeed. And I keep looking at that gap as if it would close even more. It won't. Luckily, we've got better goal difference than all of these teams as well, which is good to see, apart from Luton, but they're point ahead anyway. Really, we're targeting the likes of Yeovil and Chesterfield, and hopefully we'll be able, we talked down to 12 now, but hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of us getting this, closing that 8-point gap down to 5 points. I mean, you know, if we pull off a similar thing in the next match, the gap could go from 5 to 2. Next thing you know, a few matches time, keep it up, and you're into the playoffs. But we are going to need a nice run of form for that. We can't be doing any of this inconsistency nonsense. We need to get a grip, and hopefully this formation is starting to become a bit more familiar to the team, and that will happen. And Morecambe are breaking here with Oliver, and it's Rose who gets to it to Old, who plays it forward to Lang, and Lang is being flanked by some of the defenders, but he plays it Braw in, crosses it in, Oliver's there, surely he's going to get it in, he is. That is a nice move, to be fair, that is a very nice cross. It's a good thing we got those, we had that 3-goal cushion. I'm not too worried at the moment, but I may make a substitution just to get one or two fresh legs onto the pitch, so we know that we're safe. I think definitely bring on Phillips Kirk was a great idea, considering he made an instant impact with that goal 25 seconds in. So hopefully we can keep up my amazing tactical decisions. Who are we going to bring on? Who's looking a bit tired? Osborne's looking tired, but he's played really well so far today. But he may have to come off anyway. I mean, we've scored so many goals, I'm sure he won't mind. Who can we bring on? I can never remember who plays there. Well there. Booty plays well there. We'll bring Booty on. And hope that he can make a similar impact to Phillips Kirk. That would be very nice. I'd like a 4-1 win. The more goals, the better. It's all to do with goal difference, especially when you're doing such tight margins. You can see that at the top of the table. Both teams on 60 points there, 2 on 57, 2 on 55, 2 on 52. Goal difference will come into play, and I expect even towards the end of the season, goal difference will be just as important, if not even more important, when you consider what might be at stake. So it's always important. It's a shame we conceded, but it doesn't really matter. We're still going to go +2 up on our goal difference. I mean, they scored with their only shot on target, so we're keeping them out nicely. 40 shots, 8 on target. We are playing that attacking form of football, the dangerous looking, not attacking as in a bit careless, but the form of attacking where when you do go forward, you look dangerous and you look like you're going to get a few. So I am liking the sight of how we've been playing today, but we can't get carried away, of course, because we are playing a team that I've been on bottom of the table. That wouldn't surprise me. No, they're still not bottom of the table, but they are now 6 points away from safety, so we can't get too ahead of ourselves. This was always going to be one of the matches we would have been disappointed not to look good at and not to win. So there's still a long way to go, but you'd like to think that we've seen some good play here that will be promising, although they're playing it now, but McDonald's got it back, and he's going to run with it. Plays McCurdy to Phillips Kirk, and he's making the run towards the centre of the pitch. Broccoli makes a tackle, but Musque's picked up into McCurdy. What can McCurdy do here? He holds up the ball a bit longer. McDonald picks it up there from the pass into Phillips Kirk, who's now got McCurdy again into Phillips, and Phillips crosses. Musque gets there, and it's nicely saved by their goalkeeper. It's a shame. I would love to see Musque get brace. Once again, prove to me and prove to the rest of the team that he is deserving of that starting striker place, considering the depth we got there with Phillips Kirk and Doige. He's definitely got to prove to me, because he's only a lone player. We don't want to upset Doige too much. I mean, Doige will still make appearances, especially. It's good to have that depth and know that you're not damaging the team strength by playing him when you need to rotate a bit. But obviously Doige will be expecting to start, really, and so Musque needs to put in those performances and prove that he is better and he is worthy of, because I wouldn't want to just play him because he's on loan and just play him because that, you don't usually bring in a player on loan if you don't have any intention to play him, which is sort of a pressure to put him in the squad, but I also want him to show that he's better and therefore deserves it. And there we are, nice 3-1 win. I'm very happy with that. It makes a change to win on camera. It feels like every time I record we lose. Like that was at the relegation, they're going to make the game tougher away from safety, but perhaps they're in there for a reason. But it is good to see on the score sheet those are some of our best players, and there we are. We're up into 12th now, 5 points off the playoffs. Of course, we need to avoid relegation, so by beating Morecambe, we're 25 points clear of relegation. I'm not sure if that. I mean, it's not going to be mathematically certain now, but 25 points away from the relegation zone. We're definitely not getting relegated, and that is a good thing. We're going to solidify Forest Green's place in the league, at the very least, I would have thought. Fleetwood want me, I don't care. This is a Forza FGR, so we're sticking with Forest Green no matter what. Until I get sacked, or until we win the Champions League. That's how it's going to be. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I've enjoyed it very much. I like a good 3-1 win. And next time you see me, it will be into March. We'll have an even better representation of where we're going to be towards the end of the season. It'll be at that stage where we would know, will the playoffs be a distant memory, or will they be even more realistic? Who knows, but you will see next time. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you around.